So as you can see, I've used a bunch of horizontal lines to depict my support and resistance levels. Now, this looks fine, right? But if you can notice, if you zoom in, some of these resistance levels, right? Sometimes we go into that line, other times we go a few pips away and we have a reaction. Other times we go very deep into that line and then we have a reaction. So you can see there's a mixed amount of reaction around this price point, 1.00447, right? And you can do the same about the support. So if you look at the support, sometimes we just wick a bit through and then we go back up. Other times we wick all the way down here. Sometimes we just tap it very lightly and then go back up. And that's the level 0.94790. Now, when you're looking for trade setups and you want clarity of if this is a rejection from a zone or from a resistance or a support, I like to use the rectangle tool on TradingView. And what I'll do is I'll actually do this. I'll get the tool out, and for my resistance zone, I'll draw it first. Boom. Okay. And all you do is you want to capture the area with the most activity, the zone, okay? You want to start thinking of support and resistance as these zones, not specific price points. You can see how nice this looks, how clean this looks. So now if we had this drawn on our charts, we could catch a short opportunity here, a short here, a short here, a short here, because our stop loss would be, a bit above this zone just to give breathing room. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible shorts. Obviously, they vary in profits, but nonetheless, there is some form of profit going to be made, whether it's 30 pips somewhere here, all the way to 70 or all the way to 120 here. That's the same line of thinking. So here, what we're looking for, once again, we had a wick up here, and we did have a short opportunity of 50 pips. Great, just from drawing this zone, that's all we had to do. So on the weekly time frame, we are making another push to this resistance zone, and we will look for the same sort of rejections here. Just huge wicks to the upside, inverted hammers, shooting stars, dark cloud covers, bearish engulfing, all those reversal patterns we love to trade. We look for that, and the same thing happens to the support, right? To cover the variation between how deep we go, you bring up that same tool and just try to cover the area with the most activity. Okay, over time you kind of get an intuitive sixth sense of identifying where to draw. But see, this is pretty nice. We covered this whole activity, this activity, all this. It's looking nice. So in case we do have a swing short from here all the way to here, this is a nice area to target. And then these levels here that are bolded, these are our weekly, our daily levels. So when we go to the daily time frame and we want specific levels for take profit levels, that's when you bring up the tool, the horizontal line tool. So if we go short from here, we want to target a recent support as our first take profit. And this line does a pretty good job. It covers these wicks here, support here, this wick here, support. So this line does a pretty decent job for our take profit 1, and similarly for our take profit 2. This line covers all these wicks. Looking to the left, it does a pretty good job at coming close to this one and this one. So these lines are rough estimates of our take profit levels, but they do a pretty good job.